Hello everyone, my name is Michael, and today I want to talk about two very different credit cards that I personally believe are the best options for people with no credit history. This can be students, anyone that's never had a credit card before, or it can even be for people that are rebuilding their credit. Now, you might have a different opinion on what the best card might be, and that's okay. What I'm talking about, I think, will adequately cover most people's situations. And of course, there will always be exceptions to the norm and whatnot. But for most people, I think these are safe options that, when used responsibly, will be phenomenal for building up your credit and will put you on that trajectory for a fantastic credit score that will benefit you later on in life. Whether that's procuring a mortgage, an auto loan, or more sophisticated credit cards. Now, something that's great about both of these cards is that neither of them have an annual fee. I know that having no annual fee is not the most exclusive or exciting aspect of having a credit card, but trust me, for a beginner or repairing credit card, having no annual fee is an extremely significant perk. For a card with minimal to no benefits, you don't have to worry about throwing your money away just to continue to have the privilege to keep using that card. You build your credit history in the process, and as long as you maintain some activity on the card, you will not have to be concerned with having the card potentially closed. I have seen beginner credit cards out there with annual fees. There's literally no added benefits like receiving cash back or any other cool perks. It's literally use this card to build your credit history, but you must pay us in order to do so. I don't really agree with that kind of message. I don't think you should have to pay an annual fee in order to build or repair your credit history. And if there was no annual fee associated with those cards, I probably wouldn't care about it. But just that principle is what bothers me about it. With that out of the way, the first credit card I would like to recommend for people that have not had any credit history or are rebuilding their credit would be the Capital One Platinum. And the biggest reason for this recommendation is simply because Capital One will virtually accept anyone for this card. Now, both of the cards I will recommend have this aspect to them. But the Capital One Platinum offers both a regular version and a secured version. The regular version of the Capital One Platinum operates as you normally expect a credit card to be. Capital One will loan you however much they decide your credit limit to be. You make the minimum payment every month or pay the balance in full, as I prefer to do so. And in return, you get that credit history, and if you pay in full, you bring your credit utilization to 0%, doing both of which will do nothing else but help your score. The secured version is different, in that instead of Capital One loaning you their money in the form of a credit limit, you will actually give them a refundable deposit of however much money. That could be $50, it could be $100, it could even be $200. And the allotted credit limit would be proportional to the amount of your deposit. In other words, if you give $100 as your deposit, your credit limit would be $100, which understandably isn't that much, but for purposes of building your credit or rebuilding, that can be sufficient. How much the actual deposit would be is up to Capital One to decide. But that's the gist of things. The minimum payment aspect would still be the same. There's no annual fee, and you still get that credit history and 0% credit utilization if you pay in full. And after an extended period of time, Capital One will give you that deposit back, and you would be able to transition to the normal version of the card. A sign-up bonus for this card, if you want to call it that, is that Capital One will offer you a 0% interest rate for an extended period of time, maybe about 7 to 8 months. But for me, that's not something that I really care about, because I tend to pay off my balance in full, so I don't end up paying any interest to begin with. Another reason why I like this card is that after 6 months of making consistent on-time payments of the minimum amount, Capital One will increase the credit limit that was allotted to you, which gives you more leverage over your spending. It helps out your credit utilization and demonstrates to future lenders that you can responsibly handle substantially higher credit limits. And also, for the regular version of this card, what I've heard is that after about a year of ownership, Capital One will invite you to upgrade your card to the Quicksilver Cash Rewards card, which also has no annual fee and gives you an unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase. From what I've read, this does not apply if you have the secured version. Of course, your mileage may vary, so please keep that in mind. Regardless of which variant you have, there is no cash back offered on this card, which I would say is the only downside to this card. But again, for building your credit history or even for rebuilding your credit, you can't really go wrong with that. If you are interested, I will have a referral link down below in the description that you can use. And if you do end up getting approved, I will receive a commission at no monetary expenditure on your end. The second card I want to mention is the Discover It card. Just like the Capital One Platinum, there's both a regular and a secured version, there's no annual fee, and they are very generous in terms of their approval rates. That's not to say that it is impossible to be rejected. That can certainly still happen, but compared to an issuer like American Express, your chances of getting approved are substantially much higher. But unlike the Capital One Platinum, the Discover It can offer you cash back. How much cash back you earn is variable depending on the variant of the Discover It that you get. You get the most cash back with the Discover It cashback card, which can give you up to 5% cash back on everyday purchases at different places each quarter, up to the quarter maximum when you activate. So Discover has 4 different categories of expenses, 1 category per calendar quarter that you can earn that 5% cash back from, and they would all tell you in advance what category that is and what quarter it would be in. So, as an example, in quarter 1 of 2021, you would be able to earn 5% cash back at grocery stores, Walgreens, and CVS. But you would first need to activate that category on the Discover website in order to start earning that 5% cash back. And there is a limit on how much cash back that you can receive per quarter. So, if you can play your cards right and optimize your spending through the different quarters, it can end up giving you a great value in cash back in the end. Discover also offers a student variant of the same card if you're a college student, and they also offer the Student Crumb card, which gives you 2% cash back at gas stations and restaurants, up to a certain amount per quarter. They also offer a secured version which gives you 2% cash back at gas stations and restaurants. And whichever variant you get, Discover will match the cash back you earn 1-to-1 for the first year of ownership. So that 5% cash back actually turns into 10% for the first year. So that's actually a great sign-up bonus for this card. All of the variants besides the secured will have a 0% introductory interest rate for an extended period of time depending upon which one you get. But like I said, that's not something that I really care about that much because I tend to pay off my balance in full. The only downside to the Discover It is that unlike the Capital One Platinum, you will not be able to upgrade the card after a certain amount of time has passed. What you get is what you will be stuck with, and there will be nothing to look forward to in the future, besides getting that 5% cash back in different categories through the different calendar quarters, which Discover publishes well in advance, so you can plan ahead and ascertain your spending habits. But you're still building your credit history as long as you use it responsibly, which is not going to hurt you in the end. I think both of these cards do a phenomenal job at covering what I think the fundamental qualities of what a credit card should be. But if there is one card that you would really prefer to have, let me know down in the comments below. There's not a wrong answer and you can't go wrong with either of these cards. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.